mga kapartido, ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas at Chairman ng PDP-Laban, President Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
So, reaffirmation of oath ko na, sir. Huwag mag-speech ko, sir.
I have here the copy of the members of so we will proceed. Raise your left hand. I state your name. As member of the Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, Lakas ng Bayan, do solemnly swear to abide by and uphold the Constitution of the party, and to give faith and put into practice its basic objectives: freedom, solidarity, justice, equity, social responsibility, self-reliance, and efficiency, an enlightened nationalism, and federal system of government.
The self-reliance, efficiency, enlightened nationalism, and federal system of government.
I will obey the laws as well as the legal orders of the duly constituted authorities, party leadership,
I will obey the rules as well as the legal orders of the duly constituted party leadership,
and to perform my duties to the best of my abilities and capabilities,
and to perform my duties to the best of my abilities and capabilities,
without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
with the aim in view of furthering the objectives of the party, advancing the interest of the community which is dedicated,
to which it is dedicated,
and to conduct myself in a manner befitting a good and true PDP-Laban member,
in a manner befitting a good and true PDP-Laban member,
so as to bring honor and prestige
to
the party. And I take this pledge without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, and we greet each other. What's the next? Am I supposed to?
Yes, sir, your speech, sir.
Kindly sit down. Thank you. Before anything, let me mag-segue lang ako. Itong maybe the last phrase, so as to bring honor and prestige to the party. Alam mo, it can be said that the PDP is in the leadership of government. So it behooves upon me at least to try to explain to you the current issues of the day. Importante kasi ito, nakikinig ang taong bayan at mismo kayo. Now, itong dalawang issues importante. Dalawa ito ngayong pinaglalaroan ng kalaban. I'm not talking about politics, but I'm talking about the ideals of the party. Because kung ang mga tao, pati kayo, hindi naniniwala na kami karapat-dapat ng nasa itaas, governing the country, at may duda kayo, then there is really no point of me joining the party or running for vice president under this party. Alam mo, dalawang issues yan. One is the issue of itong opposition questioning the 62 billion na hindi pa nagamit ni Duque. Secretary, alam mo, sa totoo lang, that the primary, force fighting COVID would really be ideally the Department of Health. And I suppose that it is only right that Congress should give the money to government, to the executive department, and rightly so to the Department of Health. Ngayon itong unspent, sabi ng COA, wala namang corruption at walang nawala, and yet they tried to foist so many side issues. Pangsisira lang. At ako sasabihin ko sa inyo, kung totoo man yan, I will resign. I will resign. Kung si Duque kinurap niya or anybody in the executive department. Particularly, of course, maski malayo ako sa mga transactions dyan, being the president of the executive department and of the country, talagang mananagot ako. So, kung hindi nila ako tawagin, then I have to look for a forum to explain to the people the issues, the real issues. Ganyan yan. Ngayon, binigyan natin ng trabaho si Duque. Binigyan natin ng pera. Anak ng pating, huwag mong pakialaman. Kung meron pang naiwan at hindi niya nagastos, for Diyos, Gordon and Company should not be stupid really to be dwelling on how the department should be run and how the money given to it be spent. May programa si Duque, huwag mong pakialaman. Na natapos yan, dito na naman sila sa procurement. Again, sinasabi ko sa inyo, merong bidding, may negotiated contract because na madalian. And to tell you frankly, it was I who gave the order in a cabinet meeting to Secretary Duque. Sabi ko, buy the things that are necessary to fight this COVID pandemic. Do it fast. Sabi ko, I'm sure, don't go into contracts or bidding, lowest bidding, kasi yung lowest bidder, kasi matagal yan. Alam ko, I've been the mayor of Davao City for 23 years. In my life, I had about 10 elections including the presidency. Hindi po ako natalo ni minsan. Alam ko, yung bidding na yan, it could take forever. So, considering the need of the moment, sabi ko sa kanya, do away with bidding because I'm sure there's a loss somewhere. Yan ang exact words ko. And the minutes of that meeting is available to everybody. Tape recorded yan eh. Sabi ko, do it fast. I don't care how you do it, but do it fast. So, nag-negotiated contract sila. The negotiated contract was signed. Wala tayong binayad until there was a complete delivery of what we ordered for government. Ngayon, ang current price noon, which was prepared by the DTI for the so many goods, Department of Trade, there's so many goods that can be bought by the buying public and including government, nandoon. At yung presyo ng mask, at nakalagay doon. And that was the basis of the price for which government paid for this thing. Ngayon, there was a bidding, there was delivery. We did not pay anything until after all was there. So, ngayon ang iniingay nila, kine-question nila, itong taong Siyang. Siyang is a businessman from Davao. He has been doing business there for 20 years. When I was trying to negotiate for just with some Chinese businessmen dito, I had already plans of going to China to talk to President Xi Jinping about the relations of China and the Philippines. Alam ko mas makatulong, armas marami. You want whatever you want to wage war, America is the best source. Pero all others, itong mga bagay na ito na madalian, it was China. Wala pa yung pandemic. So siya yung inutusan ko. At sinabi ko sa kanya, you advise me, so you are my advisor. Walang problema yan because he was there for 20 years in Davao doing business and I knew him. And to think that every time yung dating ambassador who is now assigned in Indonesia, forgot his name, every time that he'd go to Malacanang to see me, Yang was there because we were talking of how to connect to China. So yun, he was the one who parlayed everything. And so nagpunta ako sa China, gano'n. Siya yung nag-invest. Ngayon yung sloganeering, let us invite everybody to go into business. Akala ko ba we are inviting everybody including the Chinese? Kaya pumunta nga ako doon eh. This guy, yung sa bidding na sumali, negosyante. Well, kung negosyo ka, gago ka kung wala kang kikitain. Of course, you do business because you want to make money. And so he participated in one of the two biddings. Pinaghati-hati nila yan mga, alam mo na, the Chinese style. At saka yung corporation, foreign corporation, was doing business already. It's based in Singapore. Yon ang nagbigay ng parang trade, China is a trading country. Wala yung agriculture, wala lahat. Except trading lang yan. And minor yung, yung manufacturing niya. Almost wala. It's a very small country. Trading lang. And lahat naman tayo napunta ng Singapore. Tignan mo yung pantalan nila doon. I mean the quay, the wharf, puno ng barko. Because, alam mo, Singapore was able to manage na lahat ng anong bilhin mo, magdaan muna ng Singapore. Mag-order ka ng nasa Singapore pa ang shipment. I don't know how they did it, but wala tayong magawa. So, ang korporasyon sa Singapore, and it provided the goods according to the specification. Ngayon na-deliver na, umiingay na naman ito si Gordon. At sabihin ko sa iyo, magpupustahan tayo. Walang mangyari niyan. Wala naman talagang nilabag sa batas. Yan, except the existence of the corporation ng Singapore who provided the goods. Itong si Michael Yang, middleman lang yan. Chinese doing business because we were encouraging everybody in the world to come to the Philippines and do business. Kaya ako sabi ko, akala ko ba we were trying to invite everybody to do business in the Philippines. Yun ang nangyari. Ang key dyan si Yang. Yang is known to me. I admitted, and it was Yang whom I requested to lay the ground or do the legwork of my going to China and getting into a new deal and a new relations because of yung foreign policy ko. Nag-neutral ako para makagalaw ako sa ibang. Kasi had I, you stick with America, then limitado ka. Because they would not enjoy you doing business. So, si President Xi Jinping is a very good man. Soft-spoken. So, nag-uusap kami. Yun ang nangyayari. That is all there is to it. And all other businesses na hindi nila, ito basta procurement, they see something to make noise about. Ito yung oposisyon. Ito yung kalaban. Ito yung kalaban natin. At sabi ko nga sa Pilipino, nakikinig ngayon, itong Gordon and Kamadi, matagal na itong mga senador. Anong look at the reputation, the name behind the persona. Ano ang record nila in the past? I can enumerate 100. Pero wala tayong panahon. No, may panahon na darating ang election, then there is also a time for everything. Then bibitawan na natin. Yan ang nangyari dyan. Kaya sabi ko, kasi binabasa ko, it says here, advancing the interests of the community. How can I in good conscience administer your oath tapos ako may ginawang kalokohan? Yan ang garanti ko sa inyo. Wala yan silang makita. There was a bidding, yung personality, the juridical personality ng kumpanya is actually of no moment to us. If it's a foreign corporation, it's a foreign corporation doing business through a middleman here. Yan ang paraan eh. Wala naman si Michael Yang has no manufacturing factory in Davao. Ganon yan. Walang record yan. Hindi kriminal yan. Yan ang gusto kong malaman ninyo na at least ako kaharap ninyo. Dapat you must believe in me. because in the hindsight, hindi ko naman kayo, I'm not trying to belittle our party now or the membership. No, I won this presidency almost dito sa Luzon. It was only Abet Garcia. And yun lang. Well, of course, kayo, Tonel Lambino, lahat. Mga. Pero kung sabihin mo yung malalaking partido, wala ako. Alam ninyo yan. Niwala akong isang barangay captain dito sa Luzon. In the Visayas, in Cebu, where my father was a native, doon mismo walang baski isang kagawad. Ano yan? Yun I won. I really do not know why I made it. Tell me if you know. Pero yung akin, it was the presidency is a gift from God. Tandaan ninyo yan. For those who would aspire for it, you should face the Lord first and ask, bibigay mo ba ito sa akin? And after that, if you are chosen by the people through God's intervention, then you ask, God, what do you want me to do? Kasi itong akin ambisyon lang at naging totoo. Wala naman talaga. Ako deep down in my heart. Hindi ko talaga masabi noon na manalo ako. You know, all the time I was the fourth. Hanggang 2 weeks before the election, nag-shoot ako 32. Doon ako nagdikit. Then, Po was 27. Yun na yun. And the rest. And that was the rating no election time. So, naging presidente ninyo ako, ginawa ko naman ang lahat. I made only 5 simple messages. You know why? During the debate, I knew that I do not think I'm ready to participate in debates sponsored by itong mga network. Pera-pera lang yan. Kumikita yan sila. Nakita ba niyo? We were only given 2 minutes, then 1 hour 30 to rebut the... Anong masasabi mo? Kaya pag umpisa pa lang, nung we were brief of how long could we talk, bullet na lang ako. Sabi ko una, droga. Hanggang ngayon, galit talaga ako sa droga. I've been mayor for... You know why? Before that, I was a prosecutor for 8 years. Yan, sila Bebot, sila Medeldia. Alam nila yan, kasi mga abogado sa Davao. Nakita ko noon na pagdating sa trial, ang hawa ko, instead of shabu, tawas na. That was how corrupt the situation was. Kaya ako talaga galit. Kaya naging mayor ako, I said, wala akong sinabi na patayin mo si Mr. Huang, patayin mo si Serrano, patayin mo si Tan, patayin mo si Galicia. Wala akong sinabing ganun. Sinabi ko lang nung na mayor ako, I will try to build a city just comfortable for everybody. I will return to you the streets of Davao City so that your children can go around safe and sound. And my order to the police was, you ask your wife and daughter to walk around Davao in the wee hours of the morning. Alas 12 hanggang, and if they come home safe and sound, yun ang gusto kong mangyari sa Davao. Kung hindi mo kaya, umalis ka. So, at sinabi ko, kayo mga durugista, this is my only crime. Do not destroy my city, nor our children. Kasi pagtanda namin, yan ang inaasahan namin na magbantay sa ako. Hindi tayo milyonaryo na may mga yaya, may mga caregiver for all. Sa ating, sino ba ditong, I don't know, but sino ba dito kanyo sustain? Kami, mga presidente, wala kami ni 5 centimos. Nothing, nada. Mag-retire kami, well, ang aking GSIS, of course, with the government service ko. But sa presidency, wala. Tayo mahirap lang. Pinapaaral natin yung mga anak natin, hoping that nung matanda na tayo, may magsubo sa nanlugaw mo, pati medisina mo. And when the time comes, and it will come, na magbayad sa punerarya at magbayad sa kabaong mo at saang ka ililibing. Ganon kahirap. So do not destroy our children because I will kill you. Akin na yun. Kaya sabi ko sa mga pulis, lahat, security, army, just do your duty in accordance with law. At kung may mga issues na puputok dyan, I will assume full responsibility for everything. Huwag yung mga patay ka ng tao na nakaluhod. Anong klase yan? Yung mga pulis nag-aaral yan sa academy. For the officers, PNPA, that's 4 years. Itong mga patrolman, mga lateral entry guys, nag-aral din yan. Siguro mga 6 months. I know because when I was a prosecutor and nag-asawa kaagad ako. Then I was forced to nag-prosecutor ako. Kulang nga. So I was teaching criminal law, criminal evidence, criminal procedure doon sa Police Academy sa Southern Philippines, which is located in Davao City. Yun ang extra income ko para mabuhay ko ang pamilya ko. Yan ang, kaya alam ko ang laro. Hindi ako magtanong, kagaya nung kahapon. Sinabi nila, sir, successful yung operation namin. Yung follow-up, 3 patay. I do not go beyond, sabihin ko na, ano ba, did you follow this? Hindi ako magtanong. Basta sinabi, patay. Oh. Pero hindi na ako magtanong kung anong labanan. Alam na nila may trabaho sila. Pag masabit sila sa trabaho nila, akin yun. Lahat ng pulis dito nakikinig, akin yan. Magtrabaho ka lang, akin yan. Ako ang magpademanda at kung kukulungin ako nito mga puti, I am a Filipino. I am a citizen of this country. And kung gusto nila kong idemanda, do it before a Philippine Court of Justice. At kung sabihin ng judge kung magkulong ako, I will gladly go inside Muntinlupa at magpamembro na ako ng sa sige-sige or bahala gang. Problema ko na yan. Akin na yan. Pero huwag mong sabihin na dalhin nila ako doon sa hindi lang ako makamura dito. Pero magkulok ko ito mga gago. Why would I? Ako, Pilipino, kaharap ko yung mga puti. Turuan ko sila ng yan ang ito, preliminary lang ito. Wala pa yung main speech. Hindi, mabuti ang na makilala ninyo ako. I said, there's really no point in being together running a government which exacts a very a high degree of honesty. Ideally. Tapos yung presidente mismo ng Pilipinas, yung presidente ng PDP-Laban, sabihin niyo corrupt. Kung nag-corrupt ako, I've been in politics for 40 years. Bakit ngayon pa? Why would I makisawsaw ako ng mga procurement dyan? Eh di noon pa sana, inumpisahan ko na. Been mayor for 10 elections, I think. One election lang. After that, one contested election. After that, wala na akong kalaban. So, every election, sitting pretty na ako. Yan ang history ko. Hindi ako nagyayabang. I'm just telling you. Kailangan makilala ninyo. Hindi niya ako kilala. Ako naniniwala sa Diyos. Ako ay maybe a good father. Ako ay may 2 asawa. At marami naman kami dito. Ito. Hindi lang alam ng iba. Yung iba naman harap-harapan. Pare-pareho lang tayo. You know, men are fit of clay. Lahat tayo may this man is good, but this man is basta wag lang yang this man is a crook, this man is kung sabihin ninyo yung salvage, di ko to, sige totoo. Yung babaero, ay 2 ang asawa mismo ang sakyan. Sa sakyan ninyo may sakyaw. Mismo ang sakyan ninyo may reserva. Yan sa sakyan yan. Tao pa kaya, anak na. Kung ba-flat ka, o iwanan ka ng asawa mo kasi hindi kayo mag-intindihan. Pagkatapos niyan, wala. Meron maghiwalay na walang babae. Basta maghiwalay lang. Ngayon, kung wala kang reserba, paano yan? Yung kaharap ko, pareho kaming istorya. May reserba rin siya. Bebot Belio. Taga-Davao man yan. Di alam ko. Hindi, mag-umpisa na tayo. Let me call out the persons yung
Nagdugan, sir. Tapos, sir, naapod nagtanaw in virtual.
yung sabi ng army, sinabi na sa akin, tinawagan ako na coming here, there's a virtual audience, members and friends of PDP-Laban. I greet you. It's not really a pleasant, it's a rainy day, but good as any other time to be together. House Speaker Lord Alan Velasco, Zoom yan siya, and the honorable members of the House of Representatives, Executive Secretary Salvador Medial Dia, PDP-Laban Executive Vice President and Cabinet Secretary Carlo Alexei Nograles, and the honorable members of the Cabinet, PDP-Laban President and Energy Secretary Alfonso Cuse by Zoom. Bakit gisum-sum lang tayo ng presidente? Senator Francis Tolentino, Zoom. Senator Ronald De La Rosa, Zoom. Senator Bongo, Zoom. Zoom lang rin kayo sa amin. PDP-Laban Regional Council President and 3rd District of Pampanga Representative Aurelio Gonzalez Jr. Yes sir. Akala ko Zoom tayo. PDP-Laban Secretary General Melvin Matibag. Pampanga Vice Governor Lilia Pineda. PDP-Laban Regional Council President and Vice President for NCR and Parañaque City, Mayor Edwin Olivares. Governors and city and municipal mayors and vice mayors who are here with us, fellow workers in government, mga kababayan ko. Before I forget, we have here also the MMDA Chairman Binamin Abalos. Yes, sir. Ito na yung prepared speech ng PMS, Presidential Staff. Kanila man ito, hindi ito akin. Anong pinagsasabi? Basahin ko lang. So it's about 30 pages. Thank you, my dear party mates, for gathering here today and to the National Convention of the PDP-Laban. Your presence is a testament of your undeniable unity as standard bearers of the party. Let me congratulate the party's official candidates for the 2022 national and local elections. I trust that you will duly prepare for your future responsibilities as elected and public officials. Regardless of the election results, and even beyond the election period, I expect you to uphold the party's principles and aspirations. I cannot thank you enough for your strong support for the administration's priorities, especially our fight against illegal drugs, terrorism, corruption, and poverty. No words can express my gratitude for your continued trust and confidence in my leadership and for nominating me as the party's official vice presidential candidate in the 22 election. Na 19 pa rin ako. I am hopeful that this will allow me to continue serving the Filipino people and help lead the entire nation towards greater progress. Alam mo kung bakit? Papaiyak ako eh. Hindi, naglagay kasi ako ng eye drops just before it's blurry. It's a, ano kasi yan, it's a, how would you call it, lubricant. Alam mo kung bakit ako tatakbo ng vice presidency? Is it ambition? Maybe. But is it really a sense of love of country? Yes. Is it really because I want to see the continuity of my efforts even though I may not be the one giving the direction? Baka makatulong lang ako. Alam mo, alam ninyo na nag-alaman natin na ang problema, droga pa rin, terorismo. Nandyan yung NPA. Well, of course, it's quite inusulo now. Yung NPA, hindi pa hanggang ngayon, it is really the one factor that's pulling us down. Sa Mindanao, on universe, yung mga farming corporations, yung sinusunog yung traktor, it's still terrorism in Mindanao. Kaya gusto ko nandyan lang ako makatingin at makapagsabi. Iba na yung kasing ano ka. And of course, kung ano, kailangan may somebody just to tell them na alam mo, Adre, just i-nudge. Kung hindi mo kapartido yung presidente na alam mo, ito nagkulang tayo dito, dapat ito gawain natin. Yan lang ang ano ko, sense of fulfillment. Tapos na ako, naabot ko na lahat eh. Walang talo sa eleksyon ng presidente. Ang tanong, ano pa ba ang gusto mo? Well, una, ayaw ko na ng nakita mo naman yung well, except for Bongo. Bongo, bright yan. He can calculate kung mahingiin ka percentage, ano. Dito lang yan sa gamit ng ano yan. Is Ilasal graduate. At sabi ko, talagang kayo mga taga-Davao, alam man ninyo yan. Talagang mayaman yan sila. Hindi ako they own almost half the block. And they own the biggest printing press. Mga tesoro ng Zamboanga. Buong is a tesoro sa Zamboanga, sa mother side. Ayan ang totoo. To the newly proclaimed candidates, my fellow party officials and members, let us remain united and focused in achieving our mission to improve the quality of life of every Filipino, especially as we continue to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. Alam mo, ang Pilipinas, in my paningin ko, we have been sa runway tayo, nagpa-take off na, pero hindi pa talaga tayo umangat. Meron sana tayong golden opportunity because of the leadership of our economic advisors, Dominguez. Medyo umangat na tayo and we were improving pati yung rating natin sa credit rating natin is BBB plus na sana tayo. Ngayon nag-minus kasi nag-pandemic. Sayang lang. Ayaw ko kung it's part of God's plan. But itong tumama sa atin, this will remain with us for the longest time. Huwag din yung isipin na kung matapos yan. Learn to live with it, with COVID. Kasi matagal pa itong maraming patay. Maraming tinamaan ng COVID. In Mindanao, nagpatong na naman. Microbe, what can we do? Ang opposition, they think that we invented COVID. Tayo, pinapalabas nila, tayo may kasalanan ng COVID na to. So, yun ang nila. Yan ang pinapalabas nila. Well, anyway, it's really an issue sa election, whether valid or not. But we will remain true sa ating buhay. Let us not be hindered by those who only seek personal political gain and instead realign ourselves with the party's objective. I am confident that with a strong resolve and solidarity, we will once again claim victory in the upcoming elections and together achieve a genuine and lasting prosperity for our country. And mataas pa masyado to. Hanggang dito na lang tayo. Sabi ko, 10 pages pa. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat at ang PDP.
Balik ka sa likuran ko.
Is this clean? Ano ang gawin natin? Meron bang closing remarks?
Sir, balik ka sa likuran ko.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. Chairman, having accomplished all the agenda for today's convention, I move for the adjournment of the PDP-Laban National Convention.
Seconded. There is a motion to adjourn, duly seconded by President Duterte himself. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our PDP-Laban National Convention. This meeting is hereby adjourned. We request the President to please kindly remain on stage for the photo opportunity.
Yes, may we call on the first batch